Geeks of all ages, shapes, and sizes, welcome back to another Monday, and that means it's time for another episode of the GWW Cape Screw Podcast. We're excited to be here with you again on this fine afternoon, evening Monday, and I'm back, of course, with my awesome, one of my BFFs, my right-hand man, the one, the only, Mr. Casey, the Comics Kid. What's up, my brother?
Just chilling like a villain, my friend. Chilling like a villain.
Chilling like a villain, collecting that scroll. Trying to, anyways. Making that happen.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff, man. You and I, we had some adventures this weekend. We'll have to get to that in a minute. It's a good time. It's a good time. Besides,
Yeah, we certainly did.
Yes. All will be revealed in due time. And of course, our buddy, our other awesome, we seem to be like our regular co-host now, David, welcome, man. What's going on?
Just loving my comics.
Just loving your comics, man. So, besides loving your comics, what did you do this weekend before Casey and I started talking about what we did this weekend?
I guess video games and catching up on some comic series.
Yeah.
Gosh, there's just so much good stuff I've watched. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's like 5-minute clips of Vixen on the CWC. Vixen.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's the one that can harness the power of like an animal.
Yeah, it was so good.
Is she hot? Is that what we're calling her, Vixen? Like, what's the deal?
So I'm not going to ruin anything, but you have to watch it. But it came from Flash.
Okay.
So the voice actor for Flash and the voice actor for Arrow are the ones that are who do the voice. The actors in those series do the voice acting. And then I forget the lady who does the voice acting for Vixen. She's also in Arrow as well.
Okay.
Yeah, she played Vixen in Arrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. I'm only on season 3 of the Arrows, so I don't think I've encountered this character yet.
And then I've also
I warned you, Will. I'm telling you now, I warned you.
I know, you telling me it's gonna go downhill this season, so I'm just kinda waiting out, see what's gonna happen.
I also watched the new Justice League movie, The Other League, I think, or The Other Earth, and that was okay.
It's okay. Have you seen this movie, Casey? I know you're usually up on your DC movie.
Wait, which one?
Movies.
It's called like The Other Justice League or The Other Earth.
Are you talking about the one where like Batman's like a vampire?
No, there's like an alternate universe where the Justice League's evil, and like Lex Luthor is like the good guy.
Are you talking about Two Worlds?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one's older. That one's a little bit older.
I haven't seen this one. I gotta check it out.
Yeah, it has like Owlman in it and like Wonder Man. Yeah.
Does Owlman kind of look like Night Owl from The Watchmen?
Yeah, he does. In fact, I think that's why they got rid of
the same guy.
That's why they got rid of him in the new DC universe, because he was like a part of it, and then he got destroyed all of a sudden in Rebirth.
Yeah.
And I think it's because he looks exactly like
basically like Night Owl.
Night Owl, yeah.
That's fun. Somebody missed the boat on that one. They're like, wait a minute, we already got this character. Somebody fire that guy. It's cool.
Well, he's like Batman's evil doppelganger, so it just kind of makes sense.
Well, he's a lot more twisted though.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Is he kind of like Joker mixed with Batman?
No.
He's like calculated. Like if Batman were like a serial murderer.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. That sounds real fun. It's good, man. Well, Dave, we'll talk comics with you in a second, but Casey and I, we took a little adventure, a little excursion to Sacramento this weekend.
So from hot to hotter.
Hot to hotter. Actually, wasn't that bad
at all.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad in Sac this weekend, thankfully, because
like a canal or something that runs through Sacramento that keeps it like cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or cooler.
So we made a little trip about 3 hours up north from where we are to Sac to you said this is probably like what, Casey, like the third Wizard World Sacramento con that they've had?
Yeah, it is the third, I think.
The third one, okay. So we got to go to that with Casey and the Mrs. Dubs, and we had some very interesting adventures. Casey is becoming the king of hanging out with celebrities at the hotel lobby bar.
I
But
figured
we'll get to that. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second. But Casey, let's talk about your what your initial thought was walking into.
Wait. I'm going to give you guys some criteria to judge on.
Okay.
For our viewers. So I want to hear about the Artist Alley, what you thought of that.
All right.
Panels.
All right.
Like crowds and parking.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess why not costs.
All right. Cool. All right, Casey. So before we get to those, Casey, what was your initial overall initial thought at first walking into Wizard World Sac?
It's the same thought I always have. Goddamn, all these places are exactly the same now.
Oh, yeah.
I was telling Casey this is the second time I've been to Wizard World Sacramento, and I feel like this one was a lot better structured, a lot better organized, and I feel like there was more to do than the first time I went, which was cool. I feel like they definitely improved. I mean, just the overall look of it just looked cleaner and more organized to me. I don't quite recall if they had it in a different venue last time, or maybe they just had it in a different part of the convention center, but this one definitely seemed a lot. It just looked more professional, we'll say. But
yeah, it wasn't very crowded either. It was not crowded at. In fact, it was a lot of gaming center and stuff, and you could easily just walk up and play. In fact, I did multiple times when I was just standing around doing nothing.
Yeah, I think Casey and I both played one of the Street Fighter games and got schooled by 10-year-olds.
Multiple times.
Which is always a good time. Makes you feel real good about yourself. But cool. Anyways, so Casey, what would you rate the vendor selection? Because I know you bought a few things, and I didn't buy that much at this convention. I bought a couple things, but we think they had a good mix of vendors there for stuff you were excited about.
Number two, I was bored because I was kind of just testing out some new equipment that I bought, so I didn't plan a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
To do. So I was kind of standing around doing nothing. So when I do that, I tend to drink.
We drank.
Way too much, probably.
So they sell alcohol at.
This one sold alcohol. Right a dead center, in the convention, which is nice because normally it's tucked away in a corner, and it's
I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of cons, and this is one of the first couple ones that I remember actually sold liquor. Sometimes they have beer, wine, most convention centers have, but this one had one of those little mini bars that's got your basics like vodka and rum and whiskey and whatnot, and so you could at least get yourself a nice cocktail if you don't drink beer like me. So that was cool.
I hate alcohol.
But anyways,
so gross.
What were you gonna say? No, Casey, I'm sorry.
I don't remember anymore.
It was nice to have booze. You were saying, I think.
Oh yeah, it was. And it's always nice to have booze because, like I said, there's just all the conventions are essentially the same. You know what I mean? If unless you're going to meet a certain person who just happens to be there, or you're going for a particular panel, which you particularly don't do at these smaller conventions, right, Will? I don't there's certain conventions that are panel stuff panels you want to go to, like Comic-Con.
Yeah. Right.
Comic-Con,
WonderCon.
WonderCon is touch and go sometimes, but it's getting better now.
Comic-Con even has a good selection of panels that they kind of do a little something different. They put their main stage right in the exhibit hall, in the main hall. And
but even then you're not no one's revealing a movie trailer. You know what I mean? No one no one can give a shit about Stan Lee's fucking digital comic that's gonna fucking release 6 issues.
Yeah.
No one cares.
But you're saying as far as big revealing shocking panels,
right,
or
right.
You go to WonderCon or Comic-Con for that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Right. So the panels don't interest me at all because I'm just not if I'm gonna go learn something, I want to go learn something I'm not heard before, not the same patter that everybody puts out every time.
Yeah.
To jump on that, then if they're all the same, why did you go to this one?
Because it was a weekend and. I go to as many conventions as I can. I don't know. because we just go to them.
Yeah, we have it's definitely more fun shopping and looking around at geeky stuff when you're slightly intoxicated, so that was a good thing. But to kind of answer that question, David, I was definitely interested in going to Wizard World Sac because I knew obviously they added Sebastian Stan to the guest list. They added him kind of late. He was only added like a month or 2 months ago, and so that's always a draw for me when I go to conventions is like what celebrities are going to be there, and Wizard World like definitely has a very big history with getting some pretty big Marvel names at their conventions. You know, they usually have. It seems like they're at like the other like out of state ones, but you get a lot of Chris Evans and Tom Hiddleston and Haley Atwell, and Sebastian's always at a bunch of these conventions, and so that was definitely one of the things that drew me to that. And this is definitely my first time, we'll say, like buying like a ticket for an autograph and a photo op for we'll say a big celebrity at a Wizard World convention. And so I was kind of like, I didn't know what to expect. I obviously just recently with the big
you had to pay for that picture you took with them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's definitely pretty.
That's the catch, Dave. Like that's what I'm saying, Dave. Like conventions have just become like photo op like factories.
Yeah.
Like most of these smaller conventions, that's pretty much all they are. It's like come get your picture taken, let these celebrities make us some dollar bills. You go shopping for a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah. And so definitely, we just, I think it was like 2 weeks ago there was the big Wizard World in Philadelphia, and hearing all the drama that supposedly went down with like different photo ops and different autograph situations that like I guess they overbooked or oversold or something. So I was kind of like didn't quite know what to expect, but I mean, I will say at least because like Casey said in Sacramento, the volume wasn't like anywhere near what I thought it was gonna be. So I feel like
Thank God.
I feel like even the amount of time I did wait wasn't that long, and of course like they're dealing with a couple hundred people that are like in line to get an autograph, or a couple hundred people in line to get a photo op, and so they definitely like really herd you in and out really quick. I mean, you got people constantly yelling at you to move up in line and don't make your gaps, and when you get to the front, have your ticket ready and have the thing you want signed, have that ready. So there's constantly somebody yelling at you while you're in line. So it's just like go. And you're like, okay, I'm going, I guess, right? And so I think in that respect, it's I mean, you don't get as much time. We'll say like if you go to a smaller con where celebs are just kind of like at their own like booth, we'll say, because then if like the volume is small, you get a chance to talk to those people just like you do at Artist Alley with other artists like that. You can chat with them and ask them questions. You really don't get that. With the big celebrities at Wizard World, you're herded in and out. You got like 10 seconds to get your thing and go and move. So that's kind of a thing that people should know if they've never done like one of those Wizard World photo ops or autograph sessions. But my personal goal when I meet a celebrity like that is to try to do something different, like just kind of like try to stand out from the herd. You know what I mean? Because we'll say with the example of like Sebastian Stan. Obviously, he's got a huge following of female followers. All right, so they're all gonna have like very similar.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Say it.
That
You haven't said it in a while. Say it.
No. That's not shocking. That's not shocking.
Yeah. So I'm sure he's getting a bazillion like, oh, put your arms around me photo requests, or oh, like pretend like you're kissing me photo requests. I'm sure it's like he gets a gazillion of those, right? So. I don't even remember where I came up with the idea for this photo, but I figured, like, after seeing Civil War, if you haven't seen Civil War right now, I shouldn't have to say spoiler, but whatever, we'll say it anyway. So if you haven't seen Civil War, obviously the big fight scene at the end between Cap and Winter Soldier and Tony. Tony, takes off the Winter Soldier's arm. So I thought, okay, what if I do something funny, alluding to that in the movie? So I think this was like Wednesday night. I remember seeing this cosplayer method on how people make like duct tape forms of themselves so they can mold armor that's like actually shaped for their body. Yeah. So I took my arm and I had my wife wrap my arm in Saran wrap first, after that, we found shiny silver duct tape, and then we wrapped my arm in the silver duct tape, and I got a glove, and I wrapped all that in duct tape, and we cut it off and stuffed it with stuff and made it the silver arm. And so I was like, all right, we got an arm. We got to have some kind of funny sign. So on my sign, I put sorry about the arm, and then I put hashtag not really sorry, hashtag he killed my mom, hashtag Team Iron Man. So I was like, all right. So that was my idea for this photo. And I mean, so I got my autograph, which was cool. We had a kind of a funny exchange when I was like about two zigzaggy lines away from his table to get my autograph. And he kind of had just signed for somebody, and he looked up at me, and he's all, Tony Stark! And he yelled it across the two lines, and I was like, hey man, I'm really sorry about the arm. And he's like, it's okay, I'm getting a new one. And he just kind of laughed, and people around were.
Scoop.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently.
Spoiler!
Hey, I totally missed that. You heard it here right now, folks. He's getting a new arm. So that was a kind of a fun exchange moment, and then so that was for the autograph, and then of course the photo op was about 2.5 hours later, I want to say, so I had to get back in line for that. Oh, and another little tidbit: if you got the money, pay the extra to get the VIP ticket because you get through the line faster, and they take all those VIPs first before they even let any of the general admission tickets through. But anyways, so
you guys didn't go press pass for this, or did you?
Oh yeah, we did, but I mean, you don't get anything special privileges for if you're doing the photo ops or thing, unless you're a VIP, like I said. So I got to the
the only thing a press pass gets you is free admittance and 100 emails.
100 emails
from different
people
companies.
wanting you to come cover their stuff.
Yeah. I like that.
Oh boy, I guess I have something to look forward to.
Yeah. So anyways, so I get to the photo op, and of course, like I said, as you're getting closer, there's another lady going, okay, have your ticket ready, hand it to the guy at the front of the room, which is just basically a big curtained off booth where they have the photo backdrop and the big flashy bulbs. And she's like, hand him the ticket. There's a table in there. If there's something you don't want in your picture, like your backpack or your purse or your glasses, put them on the table, take your photo, get your stuff, go out the back, follow the yellow lines, get your picture. I'm like, all right, cool. So if you've got a setup, you have to be ready with it. You got to be you got to know how you're going to set it up. You got to know how you're going to ask the celebrity. You got to be, because they're just like I said, you're like cattle going to the slaughter. You got to go fast. So I walk up to Sebastian Stan, and I go, okay, hold this in your right hand. I go, put your left arm behind your back and make a sad face. And he stops for a second. He goes, okay, I know what we're doing. So take the picture, and got my sign, took the picture real quick. And after that, he looks at it. He's like, that's so cool. This is awesome. Hands me the arm, and I was like, thanks, man. And he's like, oh no, thank you. That was cool. And that was my 5-10 seconds with Sebastian Stan. Now I was just talking to Casey earlier, and I posted my picture on Twitter, obviously, and I tagged Wizard World, and about 20 minutes after I posted it, they retweeted it on their Twitter. And then I would say probably within about an hour, I started noticing it was getting shared by all these random Sebastian Stan fan pages and comic book pages. And Casey, you asked me if my picture had hit 1,000 likes. I think one of maybe 30 different sites and fan pages that I found that reshared it. There's one that's at 7,000. There's another one that's at 6,000. I've never had a photo been shared that many times. A photo that I've specifically been involved with and orchestrated. So it's kind of weird.
Next time you better fucking tag a fucking GWW sticker on your ass, motherfucker.
Right on my forehead right here. I'm all G-dubs. So I don't know how these people who are really well known cosplayers do this, but my phone has been blowing up since Saturday with Twitter notifications and Instagram notifications, and it's crazy. It's ridiculous. I'm like I said, I'm pretty stoked that something I came up with went off so well with a lot of people. That's kind of exciting, but in the grand scheme of things, it's it's Twitter and Instagram so. But that was
right.
nice.
You're not curing cancer or anything. We'll get over it.
Right. Right. Which I totally agree with. But Casey, you got a little bit different experience with Sebastian Stan, so why don't you tell us about that?
All right, so I think I figured out this weird trick, and I don't know if it's just happenstance or if it just happens to be whatever, but
You're lucky.
no, it's not that. Well, number one, I have a hot wife, so she always draws like other hot people around her. Like it's just a weird thing, like hot
They gravitate
attractive
towards
people,
each other, right?
The universe like pulls them together because essentially they're supposed to mate. So like,
Is this like the Highlander? They eventually just like all come in one spot.
Exactly. Instead of cutting off each other's heads, they just fuck.
Yes. Yeah.
This is not for kids. So, what were we talking about? My wife's gonna fuck Sebastian Stan. So, I figured out this trick. I was like, I always find that if you're going to a hotel room or if you're going to a convention and you have the money, try to spend the money on the hotel that's either the closest one possible to the convention, walking distance, always the closest thing you can get that's possibly to the front door, or the one that is sponsored by the convention. Right. Because that's always where they have their guest stay at because they're fucking sponsored by. Why would they? You know what I mean? Unless the guest is like some lunatic that's like, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
So we had the experience at when I did this the first time. We had the experience at well, I don't even remember where that was. Which convention was that, Will?
Was that at
Kamikaze?
Was that a Big Wow? No. It might have been Kamikaze. Yeah, you're right. It was Kamikaze.
It must have been because the first year Kamikaze, we stayed at that hotel. We had to like walk a mile away, and we were like, "Fuck that! I'm never doing that again."
No, yeah, it was Kamikaze because that was where what's his name, Cass Anvar was too.
Right. So we ended up having smoking a joint with Theon Greyjoy, so that was cool.
Yeah.
There, and we were staying at the Kamikaze sponsored hotel, and he was staying there as well.
Yep.
Once again, that conversation was initiated by my wife because he was checking her out, and I just happened to be standing there in the vicinity.
You're just the guy.
Yeah. So, which is I mean, I'm used to it by now, so that's no biggie.
It's all good.
But this time, it was number one. It's because when I'm drinking, I turn into a chain smoker. So. While our room did have a balcony, which I was impressed with, it looked right over the convention. I could literally, if I thought, man, if I had a water balloon launcher, I could tag everyone in line. Because this was the worst part of the convention. There was a line every single day just to get your bag checked.
Yeah.
Like that was the longest line you probably stood in all day, especially if you were there like late.
Yeah.
But understandable, I guess. They went through my bag fucking like nothing I've ever seen.
Yes.
Anyways, so what was I talking about?
So tell us how it happened. I know what happened.
What happened? Okay, so the first night I was just smoking cigarettes all night, and drinking by myself because my wife got drunk and passed out in the bedroom. So I was, and that was like at what time? Well, like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like 6:30.
Oh yeah, so like 6:30. Yeah, 6:30. Will, okay, imagine this. Will, you left at 6:30, so I was by myself from 6:30 till 2 o'clock in the morning, awake.
Dude, so I went to bed at like 11.
I did like a lap, like around the block, and I was like, I'm so bored.
Yeah.
And then I did another lap, and I went and checked on my wife. She was still alive, so I was like, fuck it.
So wait, you ran or you just like?
No, I just walked around.
Okay,
I had nothing to do. I had nothing to do because there's nothing. I mean, after 8 o'clock, the convention shit is usually done.
Right.
Even then, we were already like, I was already done with it. There's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So I did a lap, and I was like, fuck, I gotta get something to eat. So I went and got pizza, walked all the way back to the hotel room, and then fucking ate my pizza by myself like a fucking loser. I got drunk and then went and chain smoked. And while I was chain smoking downstairs, killing myself, I see Evan Peters sitting like on there's like an outside like bar area or whatever. Yeah. It's like, oh, that's cool. He's with these like old people.
Yeah.
Like, all right, so go back up to the room, hang out for a while. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Go back down, chain smoke.
Yeah.
And then I walk into the room and I like just walk in. You know how you just walk into a fucking elevator with your head down and like not realize anything. Yeah, and just me, Will. I always walk with my head down, just fucking. I'm just going to my living room. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me.
Don't touch me.
So I walk in there and I just look up and there's Evan Peters and like his old guy and like this older lady, and they're like chatting, and I find out it's his dad and someone else that is related to him. So I think he must like have family in the area or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're in California, so he's like, fuck it, just come to Sacramento. I don't know. Anyways, dad with him. Yeah. So eventually they got off on like the second or third floor, and we were on like the 8th floor, and he was on the 9th floor. So I ended up sharing a whole ride with him. And you know how the fucking awkward fucking hotel ride is? Yeah. Yeah. Like I have to say something. I'm gonna kill myself if I don't. Yeah. So we like just did the stupid fan gushing thing, like, oh, I'm a big fan. Fucking like tripped him off a little, and then. And then we like did the small talk because then we had another fucking 5 floors to go up. You know what I mean? I had to open my big mouth. So we like chatted about. He was really nice. Like, oh, where are you from? And, like asked me about myself. Like he gives a shit. Yeah. But that's how you always like know a moniker of like a good dude. Like that's the same thing like Robert Downey Jr. would do if he met you. Like he's not gonna he's gonna ask you about yourself. You know what I mean? Right. That's something I would never do. That's how you know I'm a
make it look like they care, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So we chatted for a bit, just fucking bullshit about where you're from, how's the convention, how's it treating you, having fun, all that shit. Yeah. And then went back up, went back down to my room, and fucking jerked off and fell asleep. And then the next day, my wife got a fucking tattoo, so we hung out for all day, did just bullshit. I did a little bit of VR stuff. That was fun. Yeah. And then that night, you left, Will, right?
After Will fucking went home.
Yeah, Will left, and then me and my wife went out to dinner, and we were walking back to the hotel room. We're like, it's like fucking 11 o'clock. We're on vacation, and we're really gonna go back to bed right now? Like, seriously? Yeah. Right. So we like went up to the room, changed, and walked back down, and like sat down, and then of course we look up, and like there with a flock of chicks, like literally, Will, like there's constantly 3 girls around him, like in a triangle at all times. And then, of course, they're Wizard World employees, quote unquote, but you know what I mean. Yeah. But one of them happened to walk him back to his room. It was with him in the morning. I don't know if that's a coincidence, but.
But the kid we're talking about is Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, I would totally have done it too. Yeah. Like if he would like throw me his room key and give me a wink, I'd have been like, later, bitch, and I would have fucking walked right up to that room and fucking. Whatever he asked.
Yeah, so you did snap a picture with him, and you did how long did you talk to him for?
I did, because like it's so weird too, because that bar, it was a really small bar, so like of course we're like the only seat left is right behind him. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna sit right behind this guy. So he sat right behind him, and of course like I didn't want to like be rude, like I don't want to be the person that's like, oh, because like there's always like there's people like standing around him, and there's this weird like old dude who was like standing like too close to him. Yeah. A little bit, and kind of like just like staring at him the whole time.
Okay. It's creepy.
It was weird. So I didn't want to be like that guy, you know. So I tried to avoid like any like contact, but he did eventually like walk.
What? Oh, Casey. Did we lose Casey?
Yeah.
You there, buddy? Oh shoot.
Oh, he's back.
Are you back, buddy? Oh, maybe not. Having some mic issues. That sucks. We're getting to the good part of the story. Yeah, but Casey texts me and he's like,
check.
So guess who? Are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God, my fucking kid unplugged the fucking mic from the computer right when I was talking. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah.
So anyways, we get to where there was a guy like creepily too close to him.
So creepily. So me and Ash are like, well. Like, we don't want to be that dude, so let's just sit over here. Let's fucking order food because we were starving anyway. Yeah. And we'll drink, and then whatever. We'll just be like we hung out next to fucking Sebastian Stan. Yeah. Just because it happened to be our hotel room anyway, so it's not like we were like there to see that dude. Yeah. And in fact, as we were walking in, Evan Peters was walking out, and I was like, fuck. Yeah. It's like we should have fucking hung out with that dude because my wife actually wanted to meet that guy. She's really big of a horror story fan.
Yeah. So wait, Evans Peters is the guy that plays Quicksilver, right?
Yeah,
right, in the X-Men universe, yeah.
Oh, that's the only thing I know him for. So.
Yeah.
So then eventually he just walked by, and my wife was kind of like kicked me. He was like, "You better fucking say something, or I'm going to."
Yeah.
So he turned around and like looked right at me. So at that point, I was like, "Oh hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
But kind of was like, "Oh hey, I'm a big fan," and Winter Soldier was like one of the comics that really kind of made comic book reading cool for me.
Yeah.
To see it to come to life is fucking awesome, and you did a great job on it. That stupid shit you just kind of say.
Yeah.
And of course, he was super nice about it. And then at that point, my wife was like, "Can you take a picture with you?" And I was like, "Fuck." And then
You gotta love Mrs. Dutch. She's always encouraging of your craziness.
So then of course, I snapped a picture with him. I didn't just on the record. I did not want to. I told her I didn't want to because, like I said, I did not want to be that guy. Like he was hanging out. Like I didn't want to be taking pictures with him. Because then, of course, as soon as I did, everyone was like, "Oh, that's the fucking cue to fucking do it." You know what I mean?
You just rang the fucking dinner bell.
I know. I was like, "Fuck." So I felt terrible. But then we ended up taking a piss next to him.
Nice.
Or I ended up taking a piss next to him. Once again, unbeknowingly, I like fucking walking in with my head down and look up and I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Oh shit.
I was like, "Oh dude."
Now this is awkward.
Yeah. He's got that metal cock too. It was really awkward.
Fully armored and everything. Huh?
So yeah, like I said, if you want to happenstance on celebrities, just a tip: just pay the extra money and stay in a nicer hotel.
Yeah.
And hang out in the hotel bar because they tend to like to drink.
That's very sound advice, Casey, because I mean, you and I've had some very you've had a couple more recently than I have, but I did end up at a hotel room party with fucking Magneto and Tyrion Lannister and Bryan Singer one time at Comic-Con. So I mean, hey man, you want a good shot at meeting a celeb and not in a freaking line where they're herding you out like cattle? Definitely stay at the hotel where they're at. But good stuff, man. Good times, right?
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, like I said, it's always weird to kind of be in those situations, but
yeah.
At the same time, you don't want to be like the fucking ooh, the guy I totally was when I opened my mouth. I did not want to become. But you don't really know what to say to them because they know they're fucking celebrities. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm sure they're expecting people are gonna ask them for pictures or whatever. So.
So it was cool.
Yeah. But
it was cool.
Cool, man. Cool.
Now, like I said, it always helps to have a hot chick on your arm because they tend to draw the attention.
It's very true. All right, man. Well, Dave, I think we talked quite a bit, man. So, let you talk to us about what you've been reading. We obviously heard about what you've been watching a little bit. What you've been reading, man.
So I'm almost done with my Mega Man series, and good timing too because the next part of the series is going to be coming out soon. It was kind of sad because people didn't know if it was canceled or not, so it's good to know that they're finishing the series off. Now we get to see Bass, Duo. I've actually heard of some pretty cool things happening for Mega Man coming up. Like, apparently in Japan, somebody's making a cartoon for it, and man, there's some really cool stuff. And I've heard rumors that it's going to be based off the comic, which would be really sweet, because then I'll get really into it because oh, I know this. I want to see how they did it compared to the comics. So it's been really enjoyable. And then other than that, I mean, I've read a couple. I read the new Vision, X-Men '92, but mostly older stuff because I'm trying to I don't know. There was a sale going on at one of the comic book stores near me. Props to Leisure Time Games because I really like the owner Ken there, and he's always well stocked. My grief is I went to the comic book store in Captain Nemo's, and they were sold out of the Vision, and I had a subscription, so I'm supposed to be you're supposed to have it, if I have.
You're supposed to have yours before anybody else gets theirs.
Yeah. So I was okay. Maybe I'm gonna go to another comic book store from now on.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Way to go, Dick. Thanks for taking care of me.
Yeah, I've become more of a comic book connoisseur now because I've been comic book shops because I've been to a couple now. You know, through SoCal, nothing really in NorCal because I haven't visited a lot, but I've been to a couple in SoCal and the ones around here.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, my props go out to Hypno Comics in Ventura and Metro in Santa Barbara. Metro gets a lot of comic book guys to do autographs and panels, and they hosted the in-store comic book convention thing a while ago.
Right.
So Metro's pretty good. I like them a lot. Hypno is really good. I don't know what it is about that, just maybe the format, and like there's a lot of comic book stuff you can look at in the store, and the owner is like really cool. And props to Hypno because they have actually some celebrities come up from like Hollywood like every once in a while, and they ask about which comic book do you recommend, you know? The guy who played, I don't know if I've said this before, but the guy who played Punisher and Daredevil went up to his shop, and he's like, let me hook you up, man, you know, with my comic books for free because you're cool, like. So other than that, I've got like my whole stash here because they had a $1 comic book sale, so I got Detective Comics, the New 52 Batman, some Tick. Let's see. I got Batman Beyond, which I think I really like that one right now. And also, like, really excited about Batman Arkham Unhinged. So.
Interesting. Very nice. Very nice. So, buddy, real quick, let me ask you, what convention are you planning to go to next that we may see you and hang out with you in person?
So the one that I'm thinking about is the Stan Lee one.
Yeah. Stan Lee's a fun one. I think it's fun.
Well, honestly, like, I don't know, like, what I'm really going for. Like, I don't know if I'm going for the panels. I think I'd want to do more shopping, personally.
Yeah.
Because I love my comics.
Oh, boy. I did do way too much shopping this weekend, Will.
Yeah, you did a lot of shopping this weekend.
So that one is having... it's kind of funny. I actually had the most, like... I might be like totally like, get people mad, but I was joking with my friend about it because we're like, oh, this Stanley Comic Con's their guest of honor is going to be Adam West, and me and him were joking like, why is Adam?
I'm not going. Fuck that's going on. I swear to God.
I just like my friend and I were like, why is he so important? Like that was so long ago, and that Batman series only had 2 series, 2 years of it.
Yeah.
And it's like people are still talking about it. I'm like,
right.
Other than that, like they're gonna have Carrie Fisher, so I definitely might want to at least hear her. I'm betting that's gonna be crowded as hell, though.
Yeah, it will be.
They're gonna have Todd McFarlane. So Spawn's kind of old school now, but I still might want to like hear him.
Yeah.
So that's the one I'm looking forward to. I wish I could make it to the San Diego one, but I didn't sign up in time.
Yeah. It's becoming a zoo to sign up for that one, but I know Casey's going to that. I'm hoping to still get a press badge, so we'll see.
So yeah, back to my question though about talking about Comic Con. So how would you guys rate the other aspects of it? So Artist Alley, vendors.
Casey got a script from Greg Wiseman, who was in Artist Alley, right?
Yeah, the Artist Alley was weak, to be honest.
Okay.
It had if it's very particular. I think like the Darkwing Duck Dye's there, so if you're into that, Greg Wiseman was there.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm into both of those, so I got stuff from those guys. But I mean, yeah, there's no one spectacular. I think Billy Martin was probably their biggest draw, which is he's like the guitar player for like Good Charlotte or something.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing great.
Okay.
So,
go ahead, buddy.
What do you guys buy then? Like, do you buy comics? So tell me what you bought. Like, what's the good stuff?
I typically look for action figures. Now that I'm really into pop vinyls. If you guys are watching the show right now, you can see my little pyramid of pop vinyls that I've collected now. So I kind of was looking for those, and I found one. I'd been looking for a Black Panther from Civil War, so I found one of those. But typically I'm looking for like action figures, especially like Star Wars Black Series, since around Fresno they're like impossible to find.
What was it called?
The Star Wars Black Series, the 6-inch figures.
Oh, okay.
Star Wars. Yeah. I usually look for those, and then like Marvel Legends, the 6-inch ones, I usually look for too. So I would say they had that was like a decent selection of action figures, like stuff I would typically buy.
Yeah, that shit was like the good stuff was gone by fucking Saturday.
Yeah. But
I went back to it to Pops like in Saturday afternoon because I was like, once again, I'm just bored. I was like, fuck, I just go spend money because that's what I do when I'm bored. So, but I couldn't find any Pops that I wanted.
Yeah.
So, Casey, are you pretty much the same in what you buy as well?
Yeah, I typically will buy Pops. I'll buy comics once in a while if there's something like that really catches my eye, or if there's like a good like comic retailer. There wasn't anybody like really good retailers there. Like if cheap graphic novels is there or something, then I'll buy like a bunch of graphic novels because they're cheap. So,
yeah.
But there's no comic retailers there. I bought my wife a tattoo, which was $400. So that sent me back, a pretty penny.
But it was awesome though.
But it's pretty awesome. I convinced her to put Harley Quinn on her arm, so that was that was easier than expected.
So sorry, I have another question for you guys.
Yeah.
So one thing I heard about these cons is, did you notice any local presence, like any local artists, like comic book writers? Props out to people trying to, make it up their way in the comic business.
I don't know, man.
Did you not?
No, I mean, I didn't feel like there was a ton, if there was, because I mean, like I said, a lot of the space was taken up by video game stuff.
Okay.
Like a lot of it.
And of course, they're big, and then of course another like big chunk of space is taken up by their photo op area and their autograph area.
Right. So the artist alley spot was super small, and there wasn't. Like I said, there may have been, but nothing that caught my eye, to be perfectly honest.
You know what I didn't notice, Casey, which I see it definitely at like you see at Kamikaze and like obviously like at Archon at ZapCon. I didn't see like a lot of like local like group tables, like a lot of times the 501st has a table, or like their Ghostbusters group will have their own booth. I don't recall seeing any of that. Did you?
No, I don't feel like. No, they did have the Ghostbusters booth there.
What's the Ghostbusters booth?
Okay. Yeah, the Ghostbusters guys were there for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't see anything. No cosplayers. I didn't see any cosplayers. Did you?
Yeah, I saw the only ones I saw were like Abby Darkstar, and then a girl that she's friends with, I think is like Wind of the Stars is the cosplayer's name. Those were the only two I saw.
That they had booths.
They were like I don't know if they were like sharing a booth with some other organization, because they both had like small little sections of like a bigger booth kind of, but
right.
I wasn't really like painting.
I think they were with that cosplay photography booth, right? Maybe.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what they were.
Yeah, there wasn't.
Not sure. Don't quote me on it.
Which was weird, especially after, like I said, the other controversy of that girl who was like crying because some convention didn't give her a pass because she was a cosplayer or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So.
Yeah, then it was just like I said, most like a fourth of the area was taken up by video game and computer stuff. Like maybe more than a fourth.
Is WizardCon supposed to be? So it's not. Is there a con that's not strictly comics? Then I take it.
No.
It's like a franchise convention. It basically it's like the same thing that just travels around. Like the guy that
I feel like their big focus for sure is like the big celebrities that they bring in their cons. I feel like that's one of their biggest focuses, because they seem to contract like a lot of the same people, celebrity-wise, at like all their stops that they make.
Yeah. They just travel around. It's like a circus, but with fucking for nerds.
Yeah. The nerd circus. Yeah, but like you said, David, if your main aim is to meet big celebs, that's definitely why you'd want to go to Wizard World. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think I'm more of a celeb person. I think I'd want to go meet like the writers and the artists
Yeah.
and the shopping.
Well, that's any small convention. Anytime a convention's smaller, then that's the one you want to go to because those dudes are bored as fuck and they are dying to talk to somebody. So they're super easy to just go up to and chat with and interview and fucking you can sit there and talk to them forever. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am cursy tonight.
Sorry.
Definitely.
My only thing is though is I don't know if the small cons like have a really good selection of like stuff to get.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the merchandise is the same everywhere.
Yeah.
It's always the same.
Yeah.
Not matter.
You're gonna get very similar, like types of vendors at every con you go to. Obviously, the bigger ones are gonna have more exclusives to offer, but Kamikaze usually has a really decent like artist alley section, and the bigger they've gotten in the last like 3 years, they're definitely doing the whole thing like everybody else does, where Funko now has an exclusive every year, and a couple of other companies do now. So that's a pretty solid place to start off the kind of stuff you're looking for, David. It's good. It's a good spot. So I'm sure that'll be a good place for you, man. Casey, what any pressing news we want to talk about this evening?
There's a lot going on media-wise. I mean, like TV show-wise, like season renewals, possible actors coming up for new seasons, or
who's getting which cool geek shows are getting renewed that you know of, Mr. Dave?
Well, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl.
Yeah. Who's now made the move to the CW with the other DC shows?
Right. Vixen, the one that I was talking about earlier, is going to have a season 2 coming out.
Ooh, okay.
I heard.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, am I interrupting? That was weird.
No.
So Grant Gustafson revealed the first episode title of season 3 of The Flash is Flashpoint.
Ooh.
So I guess it's kind of tying into that storyline, hopefully.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: if we're going to do Flashpoint in season 3, you need to do it to every show. You need to fucking go for it, because that's the whole point of Flashpoint is he changes everything. So Batman's going to Batman, fucking Wonder Woman and Aquaman are at war with each other. Like that's the kind of shit you need to do. Like you need to fucking change. Every CW show needs to be affected by it.
Yeah.
So every CW show kind of has like their own Flashpoint spin-off.
Right. Yeah. No, that's what they should do. That's totally what they should do. Like, Oliver's dad should like take over or something.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Come back from the dead and take over.
Yeah. Well, they should. Yeah, they should do something like that. Cause just like Batman, like that's what happens with Batman. Fucking.
Right.
In Flash, it's his dad instead. So.
Yes.
You figure that's.
Or it's like, or it could be Thea. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just like I'm saying, you just do something completely different, just to fucking. But it has to affect everybody. Like it can't just be in Flash's little fucking bubble. Yeah. But then that's also how I can bring Supergirl in, because when he fixes it, then fucking. You fucking bring Supergirl in somehow. They can do it. It's doable.
Mm-hmm. Do you think possibly that's part of their plan? Maybe.
Well, I think with Jeff Johns on board, since they hired, or Jeff Johns kind of taking the reins of all this stuff, and since that they are getting Superman for the Flash or Supergirl TV show, I think that they're kind of, maybe he is more into the idea of being like, fuck it, everyone's allowed to play. If we're going to do 2 separate universes, why hinder one of them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that was always the rule.
Let everybody play in the sandbox together.
Well, not even that, just let everybody play with the toys. Like, there's, you know what I mean? Just same toys, different sandboxes. Yep. So hopefully that's kind of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Green Lantern is supposed to show up in Legends of Tomorrow, so I really hope so.
Yeah, but it'll be fucking Alan Scott Green Lantern. It won't be Hal Jordan Green Lantern.
Which one?
Any Green Lantern.
Alan Scott's the gay one.
Okay, gotcha.
No, he's the one with the cape, like the old timey cape.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I don't know how to describe him. The
Does it look like
blonde
a
one.
Dracula cape?
Yeah, it's green, and he has like a red
Okay.
shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
So how many Green Lanterns are there then?
So
Freaking
fucking many. Let's see if I can name them all off. You ready? Alan Scott,
Yeah.
Hal Jordan,
Yeah.
Jon Stewart,
Yeah.
Kyle Rayner,
Uh-huh.
Simon Boz,
Oh, ooh.
Jessica Cruz. There's got to be one more in there.
Yeah, these
Kyle-
are all the Earth ones, right, Casey? That you're talking about?
Yeah,
Kyle Rayner's the White Lantern though, right?
he becomes a White Lantern, yeah, but he was a
Right.
Green Lantern first.
Okay.
The artist, Kyle Rayner, the artist.
The artiste. Excellent.
I'm so good at art.
Very
I'm
good.
so fearless with my art.
Casey, what do you? I know you since day one of the show have been like the biggest Guardians of the Galaxy fan that I know for sure. What do we know so far about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Wasn't there a little synopsis that they released about?
Oh yeah, the synopsis. I'll read it. I think it gives us a little hint of who might show up in this movie. So if I can do this, I have really bad cotton mouth. Wink, wink.
When is this coming out, by the way?
Oh my God,
Oh,
that was crazy.
see, now you're asking important questions, Dave.
What Dave say? I didn't hear about the I was trying to read the synopsis and some ad played and I couldn't hear you guys.
Oh. Is there?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? When does it come out? Do we have a release date?
I don't know. No, yeah, I'm sure we do.
It's no biggie. I know. I ask all the big questions.
As of right now, the release date is May 5th, 2017.
Oh, jeez.
Marvel movies are always released the day of or after before my birthday, every single time. 5th or 6th.
They do it just for you, man. They do it just for you. All right. So
Just for
read
me,
us that
yeah,
synopsis,
yeah.
brother.
Hold on, let's hope this ad doesn't play again. I'm going to have to read it real fast. Okay. Set to the backdrop of awesome mixtape number 2, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 continues the team's adventures as they traverse the outer reaches of the cosmos. The Guardians must fight to keep their newfound family together as they unravel the mysteries of Peter Quill's true parentage. Old foes become new allies, and fan-favorite characters from the classic comics will come to our heroes' aid as the Marvel Cinematic Universe continues to expand.
All right.
Fuck, the ad played again. And the whole time I was trying to read that shit.
That's weird.
God damn, comicmovies.com. Horrible with your ads.
Yes.
So the last part was important. So the last
who are
part,
you thinking?
I think the last part hints at oh my God, not Marvel. So no, not Marvel. God dang it. Who's the guy with the fucking infinity gem in his head? I've been saying this for a month. Oh my gosh.
Talking about Vision?
Help me out here. No. No. They stole that idea.
The other guy with Marvel? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Adam Warlock. Jesus.
Okay.
So Adam Warlock. So Adam Warlock is he's essentially tied to the Soul Stone, which is another stone we're kind of waiting on to show up here in the universe or whatever. And he's kind of this old school like cosmic hero. So
Okay.
kind of that kind of like that last song that says old heroes will.
Yeah.
And so I assume that what's his name, Kurt Russell, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm hoping he's playing an older Adam Warlock, and that's who Peter Quill's father is. Or
was Adam Warlock the guy that was supposedly in the cocoon in the collector's room?
supposedly, I mean, they never like straight up said that's who he is, but
Yeah.
but yeah, that's the idea. Or they could go really deep, and they could go with the original Guardians of the Galaxy, who are like those guys from like the future. And they had a cosmic character too named Starhawk, I believe.
Okay.
Everett would know more about this because he likes that team better. I'm not a fan of that team, but that's like it's led by this guy named Vant Astro. He has like you'll see when you see pictures of him, he has Captain America's shield, but he's like he's like a crystal guy. Anyways, they have a cosmic character on their team like named Starhawk. So maybe it could be the old heroes returning could be kind of referring to the original Guardians of the Galaxy, coming back from time or whatever, because they're from like the future or something. I don't know.
No.
It's all very confusing when you get them
Sounds
involved. But I'm really hoping it's just Adam Warlock, and that's who Kurt Russell's playing, and that's who Peter Squill's dad is, and that would make total sense. And I think that's much easier for everybody else to understand.
Yeah. Right. They already wrapped filming on it, right? Like principal photography, I believe.
Oh, really? Jeez.
Yeah, I
Didn't
think
even know
so.
that.
So,
Moving fast.
I think now they go into the gazillion months it takes to do all the cool like CGI stuff, I guess. But
yeah, so I assume we'll get a Comic-Con trailer for sure.
yeah,
A trailer at Comic-Con, and it looks like DC will be at Comic-Con now too. So I'm sure we'll get something from Justice League. So all those who standing in line for days, you'll get those. Have fun with that.
You'll get something fun to see.
Are you guys going to San Diego Comic-Con?
He is.
I'll be there.
Sure right now.
But I will not stand in line for a panel. No way. No fucking way.
No.
How long do they leave those
I
people
haven't seen
stand
a
in line?
panel at Comic-Con since like. Oh geez. Well, some of them stand in line like
days, right? Days.
Yeah.
Like, don't even
Can't
buy a
bounce
hotel
for
room. I'm just gonna fucking bring a tent in my sleeping bag. Like, where do they go? That's my question. Like, how do you go where do you go to the bathroom? Are you allowed to like leave and come back? Like, how does that work?
I
don't even know.
I guess that's why you take friends with you, I guess.
I don't know. You know why I don't know? Because I would never fucking do it.
I haven't seen. Dude, I've been on since like 2005. Okay, it's like that was the last time I walked in, waited for 30 minutes, and got a seat. Like like maybe like 20 rows from the front. That's you can't do that anymore.
If Comic-Con was really smart, and I think they are getting this way because they did open that Comic-Con Live or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
They would just stream the panels via pay-per-view. Like, how much? Like, I would happily pay $50.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To watch
just
all the panels.
Sit at home and watch the panels on pay-per-view. Like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or just get Comic-Con streaming. You know what I mean? Like.
Wait, I got another question. Sorry. So how much is it for like a ticket to the San Diego one? Because I've heard it's like 100 or something.
I don't even know.
Okay.
It's like 200. It's like 200 something.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's a ticket. You're not even. That doesn't include
anything.
Anything
else. It doesn't include anything.
Hotel. Good luck getting a hotel. Good luck.
At this point, you can't get a hotel.
No, in fact, they have a lottery system like for hotels, like they have for the ticketing. Yeah.
See, I'm actually going to be down there that weekend because that's when the Sonic party is. But I'm thinking I'm going to already be in SoCal, so I'll just drive down and come back super late.
Dude, I would because there's a lot of stuff to do now outside of the convention. Like not some of it now they're getting like you still need a badge to participate, but there's a lot of it that you don't. You can just go to and it's off-site. Okay,
so if I'm down there, what other things? So my thing's at 6 to 10 p.m. God help me, that'll be a long drive back.
Yeah.
So what are some things that I could do if I'm not on the con?
I'm not sure, man. The best place to look at is like there's a Comic-Con off-site website that'll tell you all the events that they're doing off-site.
It's always like weird, like demo-y like stuff. Like, you know what I mean? It's like touristy attraction stuff, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing you're really going to want to do.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like, you can maybe like, go demo like a video game or...
No, there's some stuff. There's
like
definitely
do like an
some
obstacle
stuff
course
cool.
or something. Like what? Name one thing.
Petco Park always has a bunch of stuff all in their parking lot. So it's a lot of stuff that's like interactive exhibits put on by like...
That's not really anywhere. That's not close to the convention center. You said, I think you have to, don't you like walk like a couple miles away?
No, it's not that mile.
I think so.
You know they have that. They added that bridge now that connects from the convention center right into Petco Park.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's like it's like at the very end of the convention center, like at the very end, like where that.
Yeah, I don't know. I sent Chris to do all that stuff last time. I was like, I ain't fucking walking to Petco Park, dude. Have fun.
Yeah, no, it's far, and that's where I kept running into people like celebrities at that stupid thing. So
you can go to Nerd HQ, which has panels, but they're all charity and ticket driven. So
yeah,
like you still have to buy a ticket if you want to go to a panel. Yeah. But yeah, I guess they're all.
So let me get this straight. So you pay for admission, but if you want to go into a panel at Comic-Con, that's extra?
No.
I'm
Well,
talking about Nerd
yes.
HQ, which is a separate thing.
No, there are panels like that at Comic-Con too.
Yeah.
That you have to pay to get into.
Yeah.
But for the stuff outside Comic-Con, like I said, Nerd HQ is a place where like it's charity driven, so all the panels are like done for charity.
Okay.
So you pay a ticket per panel. So if there's a certain panel you want to see, you can just buy a ticket for that panel. You don't have to buy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Then you still get access to Nerd HQ, which once again is just like a place to hang out, like really. To be honest. So I don't know. It's weird. It's just a weird thing. It's not like it used to be. It's not like people there like selling comic books and not or people there like promoting comic book stuff. Like it's all very commercial and I don't know. It feels weird.
I foresee in the future, Casey, that if they don't stream like you recommended, I feel like Comic-Con is gonna get like Nerd HQ where they start selling tickets for all the panels.
Well, they have to do something to. I just think they'll move to Vegas because San Diego is just not gonna be able to handle it anymore.
Yeah.
Like that. Number one, the city hates that fucking thing. Like,
Really?
Oh God, everyone around there hates Comic-Con.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck this.
Well, okay, I agree with that because they're like when the Chargers wanted to build a new stadium in San Diego was like screw you football fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, to be honest, like when you think about San Diego, it's number one, it's in downtown, which is very high end. Like it's very expensive.
Yeah.
And San Diego is a tourist town, so like people go there to vacation. They're not there to like hang out. And no offense to comic book people, but a lot of them are kids. A lot of them are like not exactly like making like millionaires and making a ton of money, and they spend their entire like paychecks or whatever just getting there in the first place. So they're not out like having 4-star dinners and you know what I mean. Like they're eating like 7-Eleven pizza and drinking soda and water out there when they can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I'm sure it gets them plenty of money, but I think like I said, there's just so. David, I guarantee you've never been anywhere where there's so many people in one spot.
Whoa.
I guarantee you. Yeah. And especially this year with all the terrorist shit. Oh my God. Yeah. Security at that place is gonna be fucking insane. Yeah. Insane. It's gonna be nuts.
Yep.
So we'll see. We'll see how it is.
We'll see, man.
It's always fun. There's always something for you to do. Like I'm an old fucking cranky bastard, so fucking don't mind me. Like seriously, like I don't have a purpose when I'm going there. Like you know what I mean? I'm going there to hopefully start talking to a few people. Hopefully get a few interviews, take some pictures. That's really I just like taking cosplay pictures because I'm a fucking weirdo. And then and hopefully you know what I mean? Maybe do like a couple of demos or whatnot and just chat with people. Like I'm not there to fucking stand and fucking go to a panel or get a picture with a celebrity or whatever. Yeah. So you're there to do what you're there to do. And I think that's what comic conventions have become.
Yeah. You take out of it what you want to take out of it. So.
Right. Yeah. And there's a lot of crossover, totally. But I do think that there's going to be some kind of tipping point. I think it's coming because I just feel like there's just so many of them now. Mm-hmm. There's so many.
Yeah.
You know, and it becomes like everything. Like there's not that much money to go around.
How many conventions were just this weekend alone? I mean, I know there was several people on the GWs covering different cons this weekend.
Yep. And it's nonstop until November, pretty much.
Yeah. It's kind of like once we get to Kamikaze, that's kind of like the very end of the con season, I guess you can say.
Yeah, that's the wrap. That's the final kind of one. But yeah, like I said, just if you're gonna go to a con, just have money, because I mean, and support the people that are there. Like I guess that's like all I can say.
Yeah. Agreed, my friend. But yeah, David, if you I can hit you up with some links on different things to do. So you and I will talk. We'll talk later, but. I think that's a good point to wrap it up for tonight, gents. Mr. Walsh, you want to give us your final thought this week?
Read comic books, goddammit. Apparently we didn't this weekend. I think the best time I had, seriously, at the convention this week was being outside at not 3 o'clock in the morning, like 1 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
smoking a cigarette and talking Rebirth with this other guy.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, just read comic books, man. Go to gww.com. Support us. Check out our exclusive of Teen Titans number 21. Coming out this Wednesday. Go pick it up because that helps us out a little bit. They like that. And yeah, see you all at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm the grumpy one.
All right, Grumpy. Thank you.
Oh, by the way, I
David,
never advertised this. Hold on, sorry. If you do see me at a convention and you come say hi to me, it's probably a good idea because I've always carry comic books with me, like volumes of comic books. And I always say, oh, I'll tweet this out and be like, oh, someone come find me and I'll get. I never do it, but if you happen to see me or see a GWW shirt or anyone wearing GWW and say, give me a comic book, I will give you one.
Yeah.
Just a hint.
Yes. Hint.
Happened a couple times, but it didn't happen this weekend. I brought like stacks, and I was like, oh, I'll give all these out. I totally forgot.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
I got too drunk. Too much. There's alcohol dead center in the convention center. Maybe not a good idea.
No, it was a good idea.
It was, especially on Friday night.
Derailed.
Oh my God! So here's what an asshole I am. Fuck, I'm such an asshole.
Yes.
So I get there like at 2 o'clock. We checked in our hotel. I had already like changed and everything. Walked down there. It's like, oh, I thought the convention started at 10 on Friday for some reason. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
We get there at 2 o'clock. Walk in. Go through the fucking 30 minutes of security check. They fucking stuck a thumb up my ass. And then I walk into the press booth. I'm like, oh, we're here for our press passes. And she's like, we're not handing those out yet. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you're not handing them out yet? Like, isn't the convention started?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, no, this is not the press badge period. You can, we'll hand them out when. And she was nice. I was being an asshole.
Yeah.
And she was like, you can come back when the press badge period is starting at, I think it's around 2:30. I was like, oh, that's weird. Because there were people coming in already, and people, they were getting their badges, and people like standing in line to like go inside.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's fucking weird, but whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I guess we'll go come back or whatever. And then I go check on the website, and I was like, oh, the convention doesn't open until 3.
My bad.
I was like, oh man, I was such an asshole. So.
But if you got a press pass, you have to wait in line with everybody else, though, right?
Oh, absolutely. But I mean,
Separately.
either way, like she should have been like,
Separately.
oh, like what's the matter? You know, I mean, I'm already here. Just fucking give it to me. Like an hour is gonna make a difference, but.
Yeah.
Typically, it's a separate line, David. But yeah.
Oh, okay. That's kind of nice, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Press badge is
Mr.
nothing
Mr.
special.
Walsh,
It's just a free ticket.
Yeah. Mr. Walsh, drop our good old website. Where
Go to the GWW.com, son. That's right. That's where you can find all the hottest comic book news, movie reviews, video game shit, fucking hot off the presses from E3. David wrote about ukulele, fucking chameleons and bats and shit, son. We're doing it.
Yes.
The gaming editor still needs to publish that, which will probably
It's up.
be...
It's up.
Oh, it is now? Okay.
I tweeted it. It better be.
Yeah.
Otherwise, unless I took it down.
Yeah.
But no. Yeah, so we have a lot of E3 coverage coming. I may do an article about how I convinced my wife to get Harley Quinn tattooed on her arm. Should be a cosplay fucking whatever gallery coming soon.
Yeah.
But
cool.
There's a ton of comic book stuff out there. Interviews with Mark Bagley, Brendan Fletcher. So go check that out. TheGWW.com.
Thank you, buddy.
Anytime.
It was a good time hanging out with you this weekend, man. It's a bummer we didn't get more time, but
It was. Yeah. Like I said, you know, sometimes there's always that one day where we just get a little too crazy, and then it kind of fucking, and it's like, you know, can't do that again. And then you get a little scared. You scare yourself a little bit.
And then we do it again anyway. So that's cool. Yes.
And I told
right, buddy.
me and Ashley, I told herself, I was like, okay, we really need to be careful at Comic Con. Because we can't fucking pass out drunk on a train.
Yeah, that'll be bad news, man.
Yeah.
Bad news. Bad news at Comic Con. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully I can make it there, and I'll make sure you don't end up, praying somewhere. It's good. It's good. But David, what do you got for your final thought this week, sir?
Thank you, DC, Marvel, IDW, Boom, everybody that supports the GWW and lets us do what we love to do.
God damn, David's so much better at this than us. We should really just give him the show.
Yeah, so just thank you, everybody, for watching and all that jazz.
Cool. Thank you, my friend. It's always good talking with you. As for me, I don't think I have much for my final thought. I don't even know what I don't think I have anything this week except for yeah, be awesome, do geeky stuff, find cool ways to incorporate your
Be awesome.
Yes.
Wow, Will, those are
Yes.
words of wisdom to live by.
You know that.
Everyone, be awesome.
Yes, be awesome. Be awesome. But yes, you know what I'm talking about. Find fun ways to incorporate your love of geek in your everyday life, even at work. I challenge you to do that. So it might be hard for some of you. I just brought a bunch of shit. Like my first day of work at my new job, I brought like an action figure and a pop vinyl and like pictures to put on my wall, and people were like, "Wow, we've been here like a year and we haven't even done that." So yeah.
Way to make your sample. I just wear fucking Superman underwear.
Yes.
So only I know.
Yeah, it's good. But anyways, guys,
And
that's
in case anyone fucking tries to rob the place, I can rip off my pants and be ready to go.
See, Casey. If nothing else, you're a man with a plan. All right, geeks. That's it for us. You can find us on Twitter at GWW Capes Crew. You can find me on Twitter at Dar Sparrow. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next Monday, and as always, we'll catch you on the geek side.